John Force's shocking crash, a wake-up call for the NHRA community. Drag racing is known for its breathtaking speed, thunderous engines, and intense competition. But every so often, it reminds us just how risky the sport truly is, even for its most seasoned and iconic drivers. In 2024, that reminder came in the form of a terrifying crash involving none other than John Force, one of the greatest names in NHRA history. A routine run turns tragic. For John Force, a 16-time Funny Car champion with decades of experience, it was expected to be just another routine day at the track. He had made thousands of passes down the drag strip in his career. But during one of his qualifying runs, the unexpected happened. Traveling at speeds over 300 miles per hour, Force's Funny Car suddenly veered out of control near the finish line. What followed was a violent, fiery crash that left fans stunned and teammates rushing to the scene. The car slammed into both guard walls, flipped, and burst into flames before coming to a stop. Track officials and safety crews acted immediately, pulling Force from the wreckage. Despite the severity of the crash, he was awake and responsive, but clearly injured. He was flown to a nearby hospital for emergency care, and the drag racing world held its breath. A legend in danger. For someone who has spent nearly 50 years in the sport, John Force has seen and survived a lot. But this crash was different. The injuries he sustained were serious, and for a time, there were real concerns about his future, both on and off the track. Fans, fellow racers, and even rivals poured in their support. Messages flooded social media, racetracks held tributes, and NHRA events paused to send their thoughts and prayers to Force and his family. Everyone knew how much he meant to the sport. Everyone hoped this wouldn't be the end. The long road to recovery. Force spent weeks in the hospital and months in recovery. Doctors, physical therapists, and his family worked tirelessly to help him heal. And while the physical wounds began to mend, the emotional toll was just as heavy. This wasn't simply about returning to the driver's seat. It was about surviving a life-threatening crash and finding strength again at the age of 75. Many wondered if Force would ever return to the sport he loved, or if this was finally the moment he would step away. But those who knew him best had faith. "He's the toughest man I've ever met," said one longtime crew member. "If anyone can come back from this, it's John Force." A community reflects. Force's crash also sent a powerful message to the NHRA and the drag racing community. It reminded everyone, fans, drivers, and officials alike, that safety must always be a top priority. Even with modern technology and advanced safety gear, the risk is always present. After the crash, NHRA officials reviewed safety procedures and track layouts. Teams across the sport re-examined their own safety protocols. Force's accident became a call to action to ensure that no one else would have to face a similar moment. The spirit of John Force. While John Force's future behind the wheel remains uncertain, his impact on the sport is as strong as ever. Whether he chooses to race again or take on a more behind-the-scenes role, his leadership, passion, and resilience continue to inspire generations of racers. He has built one of the most successful teams in NHRA history. He has guided and shaped the careers of standout drivers such as Robert Hight, Brittany Force, and Austin Prock. And even in the darkest moment of his career, he showed what it means to never give up. As Force himself put it in a recent interview, "I'm not done. I've still got fire in me. I love this sport, and I'm not walking away easy." Conclusion. John Force's crash stands as one of the most frightening moments in NHRA history, but it also turned into a powerful story of resilience, unity, and determination. It reminded everyone why Force is more than a racer. He's a fighter, a father figure, and a true legend. As he continues to recover and figure out what comes next, the drag racing world stands with him, cheering for whatever the future holds. Because in the world of high-speed racing, John Force isn't just a name. He's the heartbeat of sport.